Hey guys, welcome to my channel Life with Val. My name is Valencia and I take you guys through my journey of exploring life, and that's currently London. And I will not lie to you, the past few weeks have also been tough. I think I'm just going through a bit of a tough phase. I'm gonna say in my life. So I don't want to say that's because I'm in London, but things are just more difficult than usual. But today's one, or I guess what I wanted to speak about now, is something that's also happened to me within the past 2 weeks. And I kind of had this realization that perhaps this is where I'm meant to be. I had a lot of questions for the past few months with all the challenges I've been facing, especially at work, and just how I've been feeling and whether I'm doing the right thing or not. And then it's just so interesting how, after speaking to a few people and finally speaking to the right people, I'm kind of able to get the guidance that I need and, the advice as to what do I want to do with my career. So something that I've realized as being a CA is that you kind of, everything has been set out for you for the past 7 years, give or take, right? You know that you're going to go to varsity, what you're going to study, that you need to do your articles, but then, like, you don't think beyond that, or at least, let me say that I haven't thought beyond that. So I never knew what I actually wanted out of my career. So I found myself last year as a third year trainee having to make decisions about what comes next, and not even knowing, one, the options that are available to me, or not even knowing what it is that I'm actually interested in. So now the dangers with that is that you could easily be roped into doing something that you don't want to do, something that doesn't interest you. And that's kind of a difficult position to be in. And now I'm, I guess, 9.5, almost 10 months post articles, and I'm still having those same questions in terms of what is it that I want to do, what is it that I want to achieve. Because yes, the world is my oyster. I'm in the UK, which is, it's an amazing opportunity, but is audit something that I want to do? If not, what is it that I want to do? And these are hard questions to face because I've only actually done auditing, I want to say my whole life. But my work experience is in audit. So it's also, number one, it's easy to hate your first job. Number two, there's not a lot of people that are actually inspired by audit, and they do say that audit is not for everyone. And now when you're faced with kind of these voices like, what do you want to do? Is this what you want to do? Everyone wants to leave audit. I don't know, you kind of just need to do what is best for you and actually sit down and think about what is it that interests you. What do you want to achieve in, let's say, the next 2-3 years? And yes, I chose audit out of, I guess, coming out of articles, and I did explain that my reasons for doing that was just that I was hoping, I wanted that opportunity to, I guess, get outside of the country and come to the UK, and I did think audit would be the best springboard for that. But now I'm trying to think, okay, what next? Do I want to get promoted? Do I want to go into a different field? And the only way you actually get those answers is by exploring, asking questions, having discussions, and, confronting yourself. Is this what you want to do? And if it is, it's completely fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But then this is what you're going to do. And I've also been feeling a bit of pressure in that, I feel like I need to have all the answers now. Whereas I kind of also just need to put things into context. It's my first year post-qualified. I don't need to have all the answers. I can change my mind. And I think sometimes we think that you're stuck, but you're not stuck. You just need to take the time to figure out what is it you want, what will work for you. Because remember, no two journeys are the same. Your friends' journeys might be different to yours, and you really need to sit with yourself and ask yourself the question. And sometimes it's a difficult process because you confront yourself and say, I'm actually not good at this. This thing actually causes me stress. Let me move forward. Let me try something else. But it's also just as scary to consider, okay, I want to go into, let's say, a financial accountant role. It's scary to just leave auditing behind, because that's also kind of your comfort zone, right? Leave that behind and then go and consider, okay, I want to be an accountant, what that entails, and apply for it, and you're basically just stepping into I want to say a whole nother field, because actual accounting is not something that you do as an auditor, right? So based on all of that, I've had to kind of think about, Val, what do you want to do? And that's been hard, because I feel like when I look at some of the passions and some of the things that I'm interested in, I want to help people. That's kind of the premise of my channel, using my experience to help others. And it's just like, how am I really helping people in that auditing space? Or how can I make that work for me? And what I've realized, and I'm not gonna say that I've come to any conclusions. I do think it's like a work in progress, but it's about having conversations with people and finding out what else is available to you within your environment that you're in. And that's what I started doing. I started saying, okay, well, I'm actually interested in this. Is there something in this? Is there something like that that I can work on? Okay, I'm not too interested in that. Could we perhaps look at making a change? And one thing that I've learned is that every small step over time will make a big change. And I have had my struggles the whole year, and there was finally a day where it felt like, wait, what? Is this really happening right now? Is everything actually coming together? And for once, it felt like things finally made sense, and things have finally come full circle. And I'm hoping that this thing, pans out the way that I want to, and that I'm able to be part of something like this, because it does align with what I want. And it just shows that sometimes you just need to keep making steps forward. And I guess this is like a video of hope, that just keep taking the steps. You might not know where you're going. You don't need to know what the end goal is, but just keep taking those little steps. Keep trying your best at work. If you're struggling, speak up, ask for help. And remember also, these things take time, right? Being in a new environment, not knowing anyone, it's hard to start building connections. And for me, it's been a long 9.5 months before, I started engaging with the right people who are able to help me in terms of give me that direction that I needed in terms of my career. And yeah, it was really like a moment that I like till today, I can't actually believe that this is going to be something that I'm going to be able to do. And it just excites me. Like, yo guys, when I tell you I've been struggling, and then anyways, I'm excited to be a part of this. I'm not going to share too much into what it is, obviously, for but I guess this is just to tell you that if you're looking for something, you will find it, but just make sure you're making those steps forward. I think that's kind of the message that I want to get across today. Keep trying your best, just keep talking to people. I'm also seeing the value in having a network of people, and don't burn bridges. So something that's also led up to me being provided with this opportunity was the fact that I built some relationships all the way back from my trainee days, and making a good impression there, trying my best there. That has been a part of how I've been able to, I guess, open up this next opportunity for myself. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I do hope so. And yeah, I think that when you're in a period of uncertainty, sometimes it is best to just put your head down and keep working, and just always make sure that you're taking those steps forward. And yeah, that's kind of what I did want to share today. And for me, it's kind of been the hope amongst a lot of uncertainties that I've been facing, mostly uncertainties around health and healthcare, and getting the adequate help that I need. But just to know that, I finally got the answers in terms of what it is that I want to do, what that could look like. It has me excited, it has me so motivated to just do more, reach for the next goal, talk to people, engage with people, be present. And what's also quite nice is that as we're coming out of COVID, we are encouraged to go to the office. And in the beginning, I was very hesitant. I spent a lot of my time working from home, But now that I've actually been going to the office, I actually have friends. Like, I actually have work colleagues and work friends, and I don't go there and just have lunch anymore. And it's these small things that kind of do make your experience a little bit better. I go into the office, well, I'm trying to go at least twice, whereas sometimes I maybe go once a month. So, slowly we're getting there. We're like, things are starting to make sense. And just because, things are tougher than usual, there are definitely still pockets of goodness. And those are the type of things that I'm trying to hold on to. This is also a time where you need to be very patient with yourself. Show yourself a lot of grace. And I've been forced to just be patient. Like, I've been wanting to get my life back on track, gymming, waking up early, doing all these things that feel like my life is in order. And life has just told me, just chill, my girl, just chill. You need to rest and just don't worry about it, So I'm trying to just also choose what you stress about, because stress actually is not, let's not go into that whole discussion about stress. But I'm trying to just control what it is that I'm worrying about and just do what I can. And when I need rest, take the rest and listen to my body. But here's to taking little steps. Here's to figuring out what we're doing and what we want our futures to look like. And it doesn't even need to be a future of 10 years from now. It can literally just be, what do I want from the next 2 to 3 years, 5 years if you must. But I'm also a big proponent for the fact that you can't plan. I don't want to plan too much, and I don't want my plans to feel rigid, because one thing about life, it changes. Everything changes. What you want also changes. So I don't want to look too far into the future, but just have an idea of what I want things to look like, and not necessarily put it into a box that must be checked. So that's me sharing for a bit today. Let me know what you guys think about this video. My next video is going to be I'm hoping it's going to be a video with one of my colleagues and friends that I've met at work, and we're going to be answering some questions about relocating, any questions you guys might have, relocating to the UK, making a decision as a third-year trainee, and what your career could look like if you do decide to move to the UK. So that's all from me today. I always love chatting with you guys, and I will hopefully see you guys in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.